Die, Jar Jar! Die! I killed you in the process.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
And you're back.
Welcome
We're
back.
That's the greatest segue ever. Oh, Blondie's gonna have a field day with this. Hey, Blondie. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Blondie. We've never met, but I'm sure you're great.
I'm gonna get to see him in a couple days. He's gonna be like, alright, what have you got? Oh, Boss Nass!
Wiggle chops, as I like to call
Wiggle
them.
chops. Does he do it? Does he do it in this game? No.
No, he's made a leg.
That's the weirdest thing from this movie. I'm just like, why do you need to... Why do you need to wiggle your face in my face? Oh boy, we got Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, no.
We didn't even have to.
Terrible.
That's okay, we got 41,000. We got part of a spear.
Hey, that's good.
Alright, let's keep going.
You know what is I've noticed about this game compared to the other ones so far? It is very chaotic on screen.
It is. Well, these ones were originally PS2 games, right? So it's got like a little bit of that PS2 screen crunch. Fuck it. I don't want to read the story.
Fuck it, you'll see what happens.
I love how Howard is just like sitting in that void between like the table and the couch.
Yeah,
legs.
I've got a blanket over my legs and he's created a hammock.
A Howard hammock, if you will.
He's such an important dog.
He's a great dog. Mike, can you put some pictures of Howard right now? Because this story part's not important. The queen's just getting kidnapped.
Howard. Oh, so cute. I'm going to send that picture to Casey.
Oh, I see how it is. Don't send it to me.
You're sitting next to me. You know what's happening. Alright, move out.
Poor Casey. She has to wait to me.
She does. Oh my god.
Oh my... Wait.
I'm so excited.
I'm the queen. Wait.
No,
oh no.
I'm the queen. Do I have a weapon?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a gun.
Of course the queen has a gun. What queen doesn't have a gun?
Oh, there. Don't shoot our people.
Oh, oops. I forgot who the bad guys were for a second there.
Oh, I was totally talking to myself.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. Clayhead, stop it.
Clayton! I'd like to thank this game for auto-aiming.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so much better. I hate it when in games like this, it's like, alright, third person, precision aiming.
And good fucking luck.
That's one way to break down the doors.
I tried to play the original Mass Effect.
Oh god.
And I literally could not play it because it was...
My buddy Billy is obsessed with Mass Effect. I mean, he's obsessed with more so with Fallout. As he actually has the official Fallout shoes.
Oh.
But Mass Effect is really into too. And he's like, you should play Mass Effect. I'm like, yeah, I will at some point.
I've got to say, probably my favorite game, and this is just like watching games because I don't play very often because as you can see I'm not very good.
You're pretty good.
Oh, thanks. Storyline-wise, of course Bioshock Infinite is like my favorite.
Oh, I love Bioshock Infinite.
But I've got to say that Far Cry 3 is like way up there.
I wanna actually play them. I had the collection for PS3.
Can I shoot this picture of myself?
I think we need a Jedi. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, that's a zoomed in picture. Or maybe just the queen's just really into pixel art, and that's why that's like that.
Yeah, you're gonna like the Far Cry games.
Yeah, I have the collection that comes with 2, 3, and Blood Dragon.
Okay.
Like, Blood Dragon's on Casey and I's list for power plays, so at some point we are going to play it. It's just a matter of when, because we've got so much. We gotta start Hatful Boyfriend soon. I'm super excited to play that game.
Bless.
I said that we have to name the character Deandra, and she has to do that voice the entire time she speaks.
Have you seen those videos?
No, I haven't.
The most popular girls in school. We're gonna have to change that today.
Yeah, I'll have to see that. I heard you watching one of them. Okay.
Sometimes I just like to put it on to remind myself that there's still purity in the world.
Black and yellow stripes.
Stop shooting me! I'm the fucking queen!
Okay, so... Oh, how'd you do that?
You can still use triangle to...
Oh, it's triangle. I've been using circle.
Oh, so I have to...
Nothing's happening. It's not... How'd you build?
Sorry.
I love how you put your gun away and then when you take it in, it's like... It just puts it back in his block when he's done. Okay.
Something is supposed to be happening.
This does not seem right.
Okay, here's my question. Is this something we have to do?
I'm gonna say the fact there's no enemies coming. Yes. Or we go down this hallway.
Yep.
Right.
Bye.
Go down this hallway. Bye. Oops. I'm sorry, milady.
I mean, it's alright. It's not like I'm the sovereign.
I am very important to the plot.
Queen comes in, just starts back slapping people.
Just bitch slapping people, be like, "You're out of order. You're out of order."
This is what I think about your negotiations.
Imagine if she did that. That'd make the movie 10 times better.
Yeah. I think my favorite Star Wars AU, because I'm sure as everyone's noticed right now, I'm pretty into fanfiction, is Kylo Amidala, where instead of like taking after his grandfather and hero worshipping his grandfather, he hero worships his grandmother, and like dresses in the whole palace finery and works as a senator, but it's also terrible.
We get to be Qui-Gon Jinn again. Thank God. Yeah, it's much better to be a Jedi in these games. Yeah, there's also a lot of backtracking in this game because when you beat the levels, you get the chance to pick any character you unlock to go back to the levels.
Right.
That's why they have those like bounty hunter spots and stuff.
Find all the secret things.
I don't think we're gonna do all of that. Like maybe we will, but it's just there's a lot of secrets in this game. Like, a lot. And some of these levels get really repetitive later on.
Hey, come here, Amidala.
See that? I made the plants grow. I forced them to grow up.
I control nature! You forced them to grow up, just like the Jedi children we trained.
Oh.
Was that heavy? Was that too heavy?
That was heavy. I thought you were going to say just like the Jedi children we murdered.
Well, no, there aren't any children killers on screen yet.
Not yet, but I mean, give it a couple of episodes.
See, you make the plants grow. I'm just going to shoot them.
There's so much stuff to destroy.
I know.
Whoa.
It's really satisfying.
Whoa.
And back up, please.
Nice. Uh-oh. Is right. Now I want to go home and watch Phantom Menace.
Yeah, enjoy that.
It's funny because Brad and I were just talking about, you know what? Phantom Menace is not that bad of a movie.
Yes, it is.
And we're like, I'm glad you agree. Episode 2 now, on the other hand,
You know, I've got a lot of feelings about Phantom Menace, and I'm not going to go into them because I'm sure that mouth breathers on the internet will yell at me, and I'm delicate.
No, actually, like the majority of people hate those movies. I'm actually one of the few.
Well, I've seen on Tumblr too. People are like, prequel Defense Squad. I'm like, you know, you can enjoy something and still admit that it's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, I'll fully admit that I think the movie, like, it's not a masterpiece in any sense.
It's just bad acting.
It doesn't hold a candle to the originals. But if I want a fun movie to watch that I know is just going to be like a popcorn movie, then I'll go watch that. It's kind of like, so CJ and I watched the original 2 Ghostbusters, and then we watched the new one yesterday. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the new one?
We're going on a date night tonight to see it, actually.
I won't spoil it then,
yeah,
but I'll say this much. It's I thought it was really good.
I'm excited. I've heard very good things about it. Sorry.
But I didn't go into it being like, this being like, like this has to be the greatest movie ever. Because if you go in it with that, it's not. But
right.
It's really fun. It's really great, and it's not It's not what I expected, which is good, because what I expected was a remake, and it's not that at all. Yeah,
that's what I've heard. I try and go into movies with just like super low expectations.
Yeah, I have been doing that a lot lately. I mean, I didn't hate the first Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
Right.
But I remember when I brought Corey with me, he was just like to watch it. I kind of forced him to watch that one with me. And he's like, that was bad, and I'm like, it was short. It was ineffective.
It was a movie.
It certainly was a movie. It had explosions. We got what we were promised.
I think one thing we have to remember, though, is that, like, as much as we loved Ninja Turtles as kids, they were not making that movie for us. Yeah. That was a movie for, like, kids and preteens.
What was the point? What was the point I was trying to make? Oh, yeah, right. The original Ghostbusters is pretty much a popcorn movie. Like, we watch it now, we're like, this has a lot of parts that are kind of bad. So I'm like... So we were kind of like, that's probably what the new one's going to be like. And we were right, and it was great. Actually, a lot of aspects, the new one's better than the original. And I'm going to get crucified for saying that.
I think just based on the character of Holtzman, it's better.
Oh my god. She's my new waifu.
Although I do love Egon.
She made that movie for me. Every time she did something, I was just like, yeah! I didn't even see if we did it.
Oh boy, we didn't. We just super didn't.
We got another one of those, though. So that's something, right?
I'm going to ask a question that we've been avoiding.
Yeah?
And we're going to talk about it now, because now's the time.
Okay, what did I do?
Why didn't you like Force Awakens? Just genuine conversation.
I knew this conversation was going to come up while we were playing this game.
I'm not coming for you.
I didn't hate it when I first, like... There's a few aspects to it, and that's why, like, I'm going to watch it again and give it another chance. Number one, like, I was in a bad spot when that movie came out. I needed the movie, is what I needed. Right. And then after I watched it, I sat in my car for a good 20 minutes and just went, huh. I was kind of disappointed because it wasn't what I was expecting it to be.
Right.
And the thing is, I went in with such low expectations anyways, because I was just depressed. So I was like, whatever happens, this is going to make me feel better. And I was actually like, when it didn't, I was like, oh. My problems with it are... The first thing I should say is it felt too much like, oh, hey, look, all these things you remember from Star Wars. They're here. I'm like, I'm already here. You don't have to sell me on it. It's Star Wars. The other thing that kind of did it for me was the hey, Watto.
Oh, good, it's Watto.
Okay, I just have to stop for a minute. And
Where's CJ?
Hey! He does such a good Watto impression. I just gotta stop and say the Star Wars cookbook I got for Christmas has a recipe called Watto melon cubes.
Oh my god.
It's the most basic snack ever.
Sebulba.
Oh, we get to pod race? What button is it? Okay, so what was I saying? Right. So Force Awakens. Most of my problems actually are with a lot of the stuff happening with the First Order.
Okay.
So one thing is I thought they were too powerful. Because my basis was, there was kind of like a 20-year gap between 6 and 7, just like there was between 3 and 4. The Rebels were not nearly as powerful as the First Order were, so I thought it was kind of unfair. Like, they felt too powerful. Like, they should have been... The underdog villains is what they should have been. Is where I felt like that would have been a much better story, because it's like... Then it's weird, because then you're rooting for the bad guys, and it's like...
Well, I think that's exactly it, because it's Star Wars. They're not going to make a movie where you root for the bad guys.
And, the main thing for me is they jumped the shark with the Star Killer. I'm like, so, hey, remember these things we did? The Death Star? Let's make it bigger. And let's destroy multiple planets. I'm like, okay, no. I just, when that came on screen, I think I literally went, no. 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 At least they blew it up. Because if they didn't blow it up, I was going to be like, no.
Right.
No. And I just, as long as they don't bring it back. I'll be okay.
Genuinely feel like I'm not controlling this pod racer. Like, I feel like I'm not really doing anything right now.
Are we both playing as Anakin? How is that even possible?
I don't know who I am.
It's kind of like I'm just holding the X button and flying. I don't even.
Are you supposed to hold X?
I don't know. Oh, I stopped holding. Oh, yeah. You
What are we doing?
You are supposed to hold X. Okay. So, the other problem I have, is I have a love-hate relationship with Kylo Ren.
Oh,
I hated him at first.
Yeah.
When I saw the movie, I'm like, I absolutely hate this character. Though, I will say, since making a Tumblr account and seeing all this stuff on Tumblr because of your feed has made me love him a lot more.
You're welcome.
And that and other things that have happened because of the fan base. Like the undercover boss was the thing that made me start liking him.
That was beautiful.
And that's nothing against the actor. I just was like, I was like, my point was, you can't show us a character who can stop a laser blast with the Force, something we've never seen before. I'm like, generally, oh yeah, that's cool. And then 2 minutes later, he's having a hissy fit.
Okay,
That's where it feels. I just feel like it's unbalanced.
Like, I get what you're saying. Here's where I'd like to step in with that.
Go for it.
Because the first time I saw Force Awakens, I hated Kylo Ren.
Yeah?
I'm like, why is he crying so much? Why is that guy's face so off balance? I can't stop thinking about it. And I couldn't take it. And then the second time I saw it, I decided that's exactly what I really liked about it. Because it's not something that we've seen.
Okay.
Like, when you see Darth Vader, he is just emotionless. You don't see his face, you don't see... the whole point is at the end, when his emotions get a hold of him, that is when, Luke wins. Sorry, I'm...
No, that's fine.
Literally wondering how many times we're going to have to go around this before this part's over. I like that his journey is with his emotions. And when you get a little more backstory from interviews and behind the scenes stuff and shit like that, you find out that Leia and Han were not great parents.
Yeah.
Han wasn't around, Leia was always busy, and that's exactly what gave Snoke the opportunity to jump in and sway Kylo Ren to his side. Kylo just wanted someone to pay attention to him. So, I think that's what I really like about him, because, literally, what are we supposed to do?
We have to beat Sebulba, and we're not. We're doing really bad, but that's fine. We're having a good conversation, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not the only one who at first I didn't like him.
Oh, I hated him at first.
I just and I mean at the same time I don't want to be it's funny because there's a Twitter account I follow called Angsty Kylo Ren.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it's just angsty teenager stuff, and I love it because of the jokes and whatnot that they make. But I'm like that's kind of what he is, and I mean we have a lot of that in media, so I'm just kind of dead to it, but at the same time I'm just why can't we win this race?
Yeah,
Sorry.
we get a lot of it in media, but also not in that capacity. You get a lot of parents fighting with their kids, but this is a man in Arrested Development who's a giant man-child who can't control his temper, and he has the capacity to fucking kill everybody.
So I can't tell if we're even getting close to him or what.
Well, that's his little green arrow. And
is it X we're supposed to push? I feel like if I let go, I stop. I'm dead. I mean, I'm holding X and it feels like I'm moving now. I don't remember this part being so hard.
I feel like you move whether or not you hit X.
Oh, I can see this being way harder with 2 people. So all the stuff you gotta do. You pretty much have to hit all the boosts. I don't remember this being this difficult, though.
Alright, so...
Next time on Power Plays.
We'll probably do this 6 more times.
Yay! 6 more times? 7? Episode 7?